Hello and welcome to Rings Check. I'm Barry, and unlike the previous Lord of the Rings living card game, I'm here today with Magic the Gathering, as the Lord of the Rings set has just dropped on Arena, and I imagine I'm going to be playing a fair amount of it, so I might as well record some of it. If it's not what you're interested in, I'll be doing more Lord of the Rings LCG as well, so plenty more of that to come, including getting through the saga. And but since this has just dropped and I want to play it, I'm gonna play it, if that works. So I went to a couple of pre-releases at the weekend. Went okay. Ended 1-2 on the Friday and 2-1 on the Sunday. A little unlucky not to 3-0 on Sunday. Had a pretty good deck then, and although my opponent deserved their wins. And yeah, let's start by cracking open what I've got. So I did pre-buy a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to have a whole bunch of packs to open, and then I'll head to the store and see what else is in there. I don't know whether it's better to open the golden pack first or to open these packs first. I think I'll save the golden packs till the end and should get something exciting. So the overlay on here is untapped.gg, I think. Let's have a look at my collection in the first instance here. So what's the best way into my collection? Just profile, collection. So let's just see what we're starting with here. So I've only got the cards that come with the sort of pre-order stuff and the booster pack purchase. So starting with Gandalf the White and the full, or the borderless art, and Arena has all the effects put on it just to animate it slightly. Aragorn the Uniter, same thing. He's a pretty good commander leader. And Lorien Brooch for buying some booster packs. All very good, but I'm going to try and sort of max out this collection. I intend to play Lord of the Rings as a format as best I can. I'll be doing some drafts, and I'll be doing some sort of constructed as well with it. So 149 to go. I mean, tempting to open 10 at a time, but let's start just by opening one, and we will see what we get. So if you're unfamiliar with Magic Arena, and perhaps know a little bit about Magic, you'll see that this is kind of what you get in a pack. You'll get 5 common cards typically. You'll get a couple of uncommon and then 1 rare or better. Wild cards let me get whatever common I want, so it's quite easy to boost your collection. But if you want some of the fancy alt arts and stuff, then you typically have to buy them out of the store. But getting access to the cards isn't the hard part. Very easy to get access to all the cards you'd want in a deck. So every time a first pops up, let's have a look at it, I suppose. Hithlane Knots captured Smeagol there, tying them close. I'm not going to go over how good the cards are or anything along those lines, but we can just have a little closer look at the art, and you can have a look at what the effects do. Again, I'm sure there's better channels that will be able to talk you through it. I'm not a great Magic player. I have been playing for 27 years now. If I started in 95, 28 years almost. Yeah, we come up for 28 years in a few months, on and off. But typically, I'm not a heavy player. The only physical cards I have now are the 40k stuff and some Lord of the Rings stuff from the weekend. Shire Scarecrow, Defender. This was a pretty useful card for me during the pre-release. It's not phenomenal, but it does the job. Keeps out some low-level chumps, particularly those that end up with the ring on them. So whilst you have the ring, your ring bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Shire Scarecrow kind of does away with that by having 0 power. So it's actually quite useful, particularly in the limited format. to keep out baby weenie ring bearers. Tom Bombadil there. Tower creature control +1/+1 and hexproof. And the ring tempts you. So the ring's the new mechanic or mechanism, or one of the new mechanisms in the set. And basically, you just every time the ring tempts you, you put a counter on this card, and you choose a new ring bearer. And then whoever's bearing the ring gets all of those powers. So once you've done it 4 times, you've kind of maxed out the ring. There's no real downsides to having the ring. But it does let you do some interesting things, and just as I said, you can put a weenie ring bearer through, even somebody with only 1 power, and when it's maxed out they'll be doing 4 damage to your opponent. You'll get to, you know, draw through your cards quicker. It becomes not fun for your opponent to block them. Reprieve, so that is... It's a little hard to recognise some of the characters in the art. I'm not familiar with them yet. There have been some like race swaps, if you like. Not that I would necessarily recognise a new drawing of a character that I knew anyway. I'm not sure if that is... I'm not sure who that is. But I will recognise her later in life. Could be Arwen, could be Aowen, could be... I don't know. I'll find out later. And then here's Denethor. You're going to eat a tomato, but you're going to eat it normally, right? Right? Pretty cool. And then let's see our first. Rare or better. 1 ring to rule them all. So a saga here. This ticks off in turns. Cool. I'm not going to go through every card and talk about how good or bad it is, because I don't really know, right? We'll go a bit faster now. I've talked through most of what we need, and we're just going to be looking at firsts. So Dreadful as the Storm. That'll be Galadriel on there. I shall not be dark, but beautiful and terrible as the morning and the night. All shall love me and despair. That could have been Kate Blanchett. Chance Met Elves are these... So these aren't the Chance Met Elves. They're not Gildor, are they? They happen later. Might be Gildor, Chance Met. This Trebuchet, I played that the weekend. It was pretty useful with the amass mechanic, where you can get more orcs. You can often ping over for damage, and flying in any kind of limited format's pretty good as a keyword, because you can get over the top of a lot of people that don't have it. Nasty End. That looks like Wormtongue. And Saruman. Useful removal. Rise of the Witch King. So I have seen a lot of the cards, but similarly I'm reading them all for the first time as well. In a meaningful way. If you've not seen Magic Arena before, it's quite a good client. It's not perfect in terms of the nuances for playing the game, but I like that it's got the flavour text on the side when you hover over things. You get the enhanced art as you zoom in. If you've been used to me streaming in 4K, as far as I can tell, Arena can only go up to 1920, so 1080p's. So I don't know what the picture will be like, but hopefully at least 1080p's. Then Shortcut to Mushrooms. This is a pretty good card as well. I didn't get a chance to play green. I played white, black, and I forget what I played on the Friday, to be honest. Black, blue. That was it. It was Mouth of Sauron that had Sauron. So, speaking of which, Sauron the Dark Lord. So another good sort of commander card. I don't know if it's a good commander card, but another potential commander card. A lot of this set's legendary, so you can have a lot of choice in things. But this is a mythic, and seems to do quite a bit. Quite a big card for what it is. The ward effect's good out of set. Sacrificing a legendary artifact or creature just to target them, and getting a big orc army. Very nice. Right, faster. You tell me this isn't the first time I've seen this card. I feel like it's the first time I've seen this card and this card. Alright, fine. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Inherited Envelope, good mana fixer, and ability to have the ring tempt you. I used that in all my decks at the weekend. That seemed to come up more often than not. Wouldn't say it was MVP, but it was pretty handy. You cannot pass. Obviously in the film, you shall not pass, but that is not what was said. One of the undead army come back, fight for Aragorn. Very nice. Right, go on, move it along, move it along. 149 packs. I'll definitely start doing 10s once we kind of get rid of all our firsts. Orcish Medicine. Delightful. This is a pretty good card, just the 1/1 flyer. That on its own is a problem, but the Amassing Orcs is pretty beneficial. 3 cost for a 3/3 spread across 2 bodies, one of which were flying. Pretty nice. Arwen's Gift. So Arwen's still very fair skinned here, so I think it might have been Eowyn in that other art, but hopefully we get a better look at her later. Hobbit Sting, so just the sword. He's there, full of a took. I think, you know, even if you've only seen the films, you'll recognise a lot of these scenes. Pretty cool. And then I had Mouth of Sauron as one of my pulls on Friday, so that and not the Sauron we've seen, but a black, mono black Sauron went into my deck. Rangers, these were good as well. Misread it the first time, tried to capture something or tried to take control of something with the same power, and that kind of ruined that game for me. I could have gone 2-1 on the Friday as well if I hadn't misplayed that quite so badly. Sam's Desperate Rescue, this was great, particularly in sealed format. You can bring back your power cards or the cards that you need to do something. Again, I had this in both my decks, Friday and Saturday, Friday and Sunday. Fire of Orthanc, fine, blow things up. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. Those shoulder pauldrons seem to be quite significant. Card draw, not bad. Don't have to sacrifice anything, lose a life. I guess that's kind of where black gets its card draw, losing life. Scrying. So scrying's a mechanism that's quite heavy on the blue-green elf side. And then Merry. Food's a strong mechanism in this set as well. Lots of things you can do with food tokens beyond the token's ability to gain life. Battle of Bywater, I did pull that. That was one of the first rares I pulled. Kind of good for a reset if you want to go a weenie deck. Pseudo reset. But there are some tricks. My opponent played it, and I was able to give his guy +2/+2 with one of the flash creatures for some shenanigans. +2/+0. Cirith Ungol Patrol, as they find Frodo wrapped up. So you see there's a different food token, so a lot of the tokens have 2 versions. 2 versions of the orcs, 2 versions of the food tokens. Yes, we've had 1 breakfast. In fact, there's 3 versions or 4 versions of the food token, I'm sure. Here's another one with Hobbit's breakfasts. Willow Wind. I would have to read about this. Is this Fog in the Old Forest? I did just finish that chapter. I don't remember a Willow Wind as such. Faramir, Field Commander, is what he is. And then just any rare card of my choosing when I get to the end. So some cool lands in here as well. The Great Hall of the Citadel. Wizard Rockets, not super powerful, but fun enough. Treason of Isengard. Amassing Orcs out of blue. Elven Farsight. As they watch Gimli. Saruman the White with the Palantir. Peregrine Took. See the good cards. Orcish Bowmaster. So this is one that everybody's after. I managed to pull 3 of them, which is not so bad. One of the more expensive cards and fits into a lot of decks outside Lord of the Rings. Just a big troll. Need somebody to control them though. This was playable, but I did end up cutting it. The amassing orcs was the more beneficial part of that. Discarding a card wasn't bad. I mean, it's not a bad card. I just it was an easy cut once it came to I need to get rid of something. Esquire of the King. That looks expensive. So that is technically a 2/1, right? So a 3 mana cost ability. Not that good. Rosie's good. Rosie's got some infinite combos with creating food and putting tokens, and creating more food and putting more tokens. Ring sight. Ring tempts you. Bit of draw. Seems pricey-ish. But I guess it's quite a specific tutor. No, it's not bad. You can kind of get what you want from that. Lost Isle Calling. Whenever you scrap it verse. I don't know what that is from. So to the sea, where the elves go back over the sea. Unsure what it's referencing particularly though. What the call is. Cast it into the fire. So there you can see Gollum just going over the edge and Frodo getting carried away by the eagles. Suck it, Gollum. Ents, so some Ent decks, some Tree Folk decks. Don't know how good they are. Squirrels in that art. Squirrels are always problematic. Knights of Dol Amroth. I did lose a game to this on the Sunday. I got out of control and I had no removal to deal with it. But it was a 7/7 at points, and combine that with being able to deal its damage, just did me in. This was good. The Kingfisher, a 2/1 flyer, so that's already all fine. When you kill it, get a card. Yep, does me. Flamesmith. I mean, there's a number of these kind of effects already in Magic. Cool that we've got one here. Bill Fernie. He looks quite young in this one. I'm not sure how old he's supposed to be in the books, but I've just finished that chapter as well. Knife in the Dark. And I did have a copy, but I never played them. And then Shadowfax. So the joke on this card is that on the real card there's reminder text for what haste is. You may recall the line, "Go Shadowfax, show me the meaning of haste." And haste is a creature with haste can attack and tap as soon as it comes under your control. So good jokes. Ooh, Shelob. She's big. 6 cost for something that does all that. That's quite a lot. Wonder if there's a spider deck. That'd be cool. Right, we'll do 10 more and then we'll open them in 10s just so we actually get through it in a semi-reasonable time. There's not a huge number of playable artifacts in this, so it's not that good, but there are a number of enchantments, including things like sagas, so fine that it's in here, I suppose. And it's backup creature with flying. As I said, you've got a lot of flyers, some decks will struggle with that. This was good. The vigilance was really good. Making it your ring bearer. Could get through a few things. Trades up okay with big orcsies. Flash, so comes into play at instant speed. And a scrying effect. Not an unreasonable body either. Celeborn the Wise. So just a green elfsy. And the Horn of the Mark. So I don't know how playable this is, to be honest. Every 2 more creatures you control attack a player. Look at top 5 of your cards. I guess on a turn you've got nothing else to do, it might be alright, but seems slowish. Maybe fine in Commander. A Wozy Pathfinder. Woz Pathfinder. So Mana Fixer. Bitter Downfall. This was good. Played that. Only had it on the Friday, but it was pretty handy. Trying to get the cost reduction wasn't really worth it. If you keep it open and chump block something big on their turn, great, but generally you proactively played it to get your ring bearer through often, or that's what I found myself doing. Guahir, the Windlords. Yeah, I mean there's eagles and birds and stuff in here, so pretty cool. And the Shire, a legendary land. Good way of creating food tokens, and again there's a lot of ways to sacrifice, or a lot of things to sacrifice food tokens too, so anything you can do to make them can't be too bad. Yeah, there's things that involve, there's some triggers on having two creatures come into control and under your control that turn. Shire Terrace, I've got this both drafts. Finds a common land, lets you go fetch whatever colour you're missing. This was fine. A little pricey for just a destroy target creature, but the ring tempts you ability is very good in this set. Yorith of the Healing House. Never seen her played, so don't know how good she is. And Sharky back in the Shire, the Scouring of the Shire. Cool. Eagles of the North, they were really good. Being able to cheat them in with the White Saga, I forget what it's called, was handy. But if nothing else, you could sack it off for plane cycling. You make sure you hit your land drop, and then you can maybe get it back out if you're lucky. It's quite a white dominant pack, this one, isn't it? This had a place in food decks. This good for blinking, right? So getting the enters battlefield effect on something you control, but also the ring tempting you is good. Gothmog, played him and played against him a few times, having a 1/1 with Death Touch, and if you can keep him alive and constantly have an Orc token or Orc army down, it's pretty good. Eowyn, so they are, yeah, it could have been Eowyn we saw earlier, right? There is one art on here as well where they've named them wrong. It's supposed to be, give me a clue, it's supposed to be Theoden and it's marked as Eomer, or the other way around, one of the two. In fact, I think it's marked as, yeah, I think it is. The art shows Theoden and the card is Eomer. So I've not seen anything cool. The thing with Magic Arena is that all your special effects on the cards are paid for in the store. So all your borderless and things like that are paid for. So it's very easy to get the basic cards, but a little harder to get the fancy ones. Well, it's not harder really, because the game kind of throws money at you as well, but you have to play a lot to do that. Surrounded by orcs. Looks like meat's back on the menu. How do orcs know what a menu is? Mass orcs 2. Some good target, some good removal maybe. Strider. Looks like he's got Burning Brand there. Fighting off the Nazgul Weathertop. And the Fall of Gilgalad. Get wrecked. Glorious Gale, everybody misreads that the first time, thinks it's just a counter spell, but no, counter target creature spell. People got very sad, including myself. I caught myself each time before trying to counter anything else, but each time I had it in my hand I was like, oh good, I've got a counter spell. I did not. Rush the Room. Looks like in the Mines of Moria. Swarming of Moria. Orcs, goblins coming down. Elrond, pretty good. There's some good combo pieces with Elrond out there. Samwise, the Stout-Hearted. That looks playable. I'm not 100% sure what to put it in yet. Shagrat, Loot Bearer. It's not a great number of equipment in set that you might want him to have, but I guess you could build around them. Spiders, so 1/1 death touch. No reach, sad. This is, again, there's not many artifacts that you want to get rid of. But enchantments are fine. Ugluck. Could get big. And the Shire Sheriff. Whenever Goblin Orc, blah blah blah. Yeah, reasonable. If you went Swarm. So we've seen all of these. Dunedain Rangers. Landfall. Oh, but only if you don't control a ring bearer. Interesting. Flowering of the White Tree. There's good enchantment, for example. No, is that a good enchantment? Yeah, like that is pushed compared to other 2 mana cost things in the past, and particularly like legendary creatures. Yeah, there's a lot of legendaries in this set, so very nice. Lembus, so like a slightly better food token. I presume that's Eomer and Theoden hugging it out. So this is the Sauron I had on the Friday. I never really did as much. It's really expensive and is easily removed. So, got to be careful with it. He's a really cool card when he goes off, but it wasn't as phenomenal as I thought when I first thought, well, I'm going to make a Sauron deck. Ents Squashing Trolls, a Nimble Hobbit, Flank Kick. Fine. This is the one, right? So the White Saga I was talking about, Tale of Tenuvial. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield, so the higher cost it is the better, but if you can get a big eagle, very nice. Fall of Caer Andros. Whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, a mass X. I don't know how I feel about that one. Right, let's bust them open 10 at a time. There's still plenty I've not seen, but we'll have a look at the end, I suppose. So mostly these are going to be... in fact, these are the rares or mythics from the set. This is pretty bonkers. Being able to deny the counter spell. Fine in set, right? But outside the set, it can do a lot more for you. That is expensive, so not sure when you'll cast this. Supposedly a flash. I guess big control decks can do something with that. Sealder's Fateful Strike, so slice off Sauron's fingers. Vial of Galadriel, if you draw a card, no cards in hand, draw 2 instead, gain life for 5 or less. Nah. This was good. Again, I had that both days. This was my pre-release card on the Friday. Did a lot of work for me and managed to pull it on the Sunday. Also did a lot of work for me. Just being able to get in card draw and to make sure that your ring goes up to level 4 as soon as possible. Cheeky little Pippin, next 10. So we're definitely going to be missing cards, right? Because I definitely didn't see all the comments out of those first 15 packs or whatever. Gandalf the Grey. Looks pricey. A lot of text, I'm not reading that. Fangorn. That looks like you could end up with a lot of mana quite quickly. Well, not that quickly, it costs 7 to get them down, but eventually. When the ring tempts you, if you choose anybody other than Aragorn. Okay, gets counters. Cheeky Merry, Fighting Merry. Samwise, so this has bananas combos with that cat that's in another set. But again, out of just the Lord of the Rings, not so bad. And the first One Ring, hooray! So not the One Ring, but a One Ring nonetheless. First one I've seen in real life, so to speak. When the One Ring enters battlefield, if you cast it, gain protection from everything. Very nice, and you can draw cards although you may end up losing life. No, I didn't mean to click 1. Oh well, we're getting 10 new packs, I'm afraid. Mirkwood Bats, that was great on the Friday, and I think I might have had one on the Sunday as well, and so whenever you're generating tokens, just killing your opponent, it was great. Arwen, really handy, really nice for sort of scry decks. March from Black Gate was so-so. Has the possibility for, you know, keeping your orc army beefed up, but it just means that people will target your orc army more. We've seen you. Alright, let's get through some more comments. A long way in already, 30 minutes. Nobody wants to watch me open arena cards for 30 minutes. And you've got another half hour of this at least. Maybe draw a second card, create a token. Elrond, fancy Elrond. So, build a pony. Hey, I don't think he's good, but that's all right. I've seen one of those. Are we getting a little bit of the music when I'm clicking here? Mirror Guardian, ring tempts you 4-2. It's not bad for hitting things, I guess. Rivendell, nice. Legendary lands. Give me more music. How did I get the music? Unclear. If I keep hovering, will I get the music? No. I don't think we saw this. Haunt of the Death Marshes. It's just tricking me with when it plays music and when it doesn't. Stone of Eric. Eric? Don't know. Yeah, fairly, I mean, useful graveyard hate for creatures, I suppose. There are a few things that care about being able to get creatures in the graveyard. Opponents can't gain life, that's also good to have as a bit of meta. Gloin was decent. So Historic Spell is, well, artifact, legendaries and sagas, and since a lot of the cards you're playing are legendaries, quite easy to use them for a bit of ramp. You can only trigger it once per turn. Theoden looks pretty badass. Another Sauron. Isolation at Orthanc. So yeah, putting cards back to hand and putting cards on top of your library and stuff was pretty good, pretty strong in the pre-release. If you got enough pieces for it. Gimli's Axe. Mid-ish. Butterbur. And the Horn of Gondor to match her other horn, whatever it was. I'd love to know what suddenly makes it play some music. Nothing new. Have we seen Erkenbrand? Unclear. Bag End Porter, also unclear. Fire Force, have we seen any of these? Oh yeah, we did see that early. Tom Bombadil. So Bombadil. Tom Bomba. Cheeky Halfling. Of course the Halfling's creature type already exists in Magic, so no Hobbit specifically. Lets them interact with cards outside the set should you wish it. Seen all of this. Sauron's Ransom. This is the mouth of Sauron holds up the mithril shirt. Right, 10 at a time again. Gotta get through this somehow. So just these cards are just wild, right? So I can get anything I want with them. Get any mythic I want, any rare I want. Forge a new. Don't know if that's playable. Ah, here we go. So I had Frodo on the Sunday, and I came so close to getting a Frodo kill in two different games. One game I would have probably got it, but my opponent conceded. He knew he was done whatever way I kind of attacked him. And the second one, I was again too fast. I had the ability to do so, but couldn't. And I would have done it a third time as well, but Frodo was locked down. Couldn't attack or block. So I was waiting for some enchantment removal, which never came. But this is really cool. I really like it as an idea. The alternate wing condition. Really, I think it's worth pushing. If you can, and even it may even be worth running a 1/1, a -1/-1 attachment you can put on yourself just to sneak Frodo through more easily. Mithril Coat, given indestructible. Lotho, naughty boy. Gimli. Gimli is indestructible so long as 2 more creatures died under your control this turn. That seems difficult to pull off. So Mythic Wildcard, get whatever I want. Aylmer. I wonder if they'll fix the art on... Nah, they won't have fixed the art on Arena, will they? So in terms of my collection, we're still not really there. But remember, I'll get a whole bunch of cards for playing this month as well, so not getting everything right now is fine, but I've also got tons of wild cards to get anything I want. Watching the Water. This does something with tentacle tokens. Lets you stun things. That's fun. That is expensive-ish. Radagast. Have we seen this? Got 2 of them. Ring goes south. The ring tempts you to reveal cards. Blah blah blah. Put those land cards. Can you use that for ramp? I guess so. Saddleman of many colours. Oh, I love my cloak of many colours. No, coat of many colours. That seems fun. You can do something with that. Seems fun. Scroll of Isildur. Gain control of up to 1 target artifact. Again, artifacts just weren't really played, so whether or not this could become something, I guess, if people have access to more cards. Display of Power. Is that a reprint or something? Of Display of Power, no less. I wonder. Flame of Honor. Cast that Balrog down. Right, we're getting there, Lobelia Sackville Baggins. I've got one of those over there somewhere. Didn't play her. Show that Aragorn's back. Now I lost a Smau deck on the Friday, and it was a reasonable amount of fun even to lose to. It was pretty close games. I managed to kill him. Given the 14 treasures wasn't what kind of did me in there, but it was a bunch of tap before combats that kind of did me in. Mount Doom, yes. Don't know how good it is. I like lands. Barad-dûr. Well, that's like the Shire, but for black. Legolas. Cool. Getting there. Anything new? Another Faramir. Sting. Mid. Doors of Durin. Whenever you attack, scry 2, reveal top card of this creature. It's pretty good. Fun at least. Getting all the swords now. Ooh, the Witch King. Whenever one of our creatures deal combat damage to you, each opponent's creature deal combat damage this turn. Just having that out is a pain, and you discard a card to make it indestructible until end of turn. That is quite dissuasive as a in some sort of defensive based deck. Right, last 10. I call it a mine. A mine! So that's just red. Shire for red. Smeagol. Yeah, pretty cool. Ooh, Balrog. So it costs 1 less for each permanent sacrifice this turn, so I guess foods and whatever else. And this lets you get some legendaries out. Cool, so let's crack open some of these. I forget what's in these. Do you get better stuff? Do you get worse stuff? Unclear. Oh, this is just stuff that's nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, or doesn't have to be to do with Lord of the Rings. These are all... Are these the list? Or are these just random things? But another Horn of the Mark, so that's cool. No, nobody cares about that. Get new stuff. Any other Lord of the Rings ones? So another Barad-dûr. Should open these first. Another Glamdring.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed.
Just looking for Lord of the Rings stuff. Orcish Bowmaster's another one of them. Take that. Although again, there's no real difference between any of the rares or legendaries in an arena. You can just buy what you want pretty much. None of these are oh no, here you go. Ivan Chorus's rings. Let's see how many more we get.
Don't think a fancy dress
Nope.
means I didn't come here to fight.
Give me rings. Give me rings. Press the enemy. Some of these are good cards. Another scroll. Another mines. Another mines. Another Rivendell. More flat. This is a better pack. Just want ring stuff. Another Fangorn, Horn, Sauron's Ransom. I'm pretty sure I crafted one of them in the end. Ring, ring, ring. Sauron. And last one. Another Barad-dûr. Cool, so that's kind of done. So let's see where we're up to. So, missing 2 common cards. Alright, cool. Missing 10 uncommon cards. Missing quite a few rare cards. Missing quite a few mythic cards. And these will all be a subset of those rarities. But I'm swimming in what I need. Now, I'm not necessarily going to buy them just now. I will wait until I've played through. In fact, is there a battle pass or anything here? So, yes, I would like the battle pass, please. No. Cancel. Oh, I've already got the battle pass because I pre-ordered. Does that come with the battle pass? Okay, nice. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of cards through here, a whole bunch more decks by playing through the battle pass. What was that? Winter Ent. For that one, if I look at the mastery tree, what kind of arts am I going to get? So get the foot of the borderless stuff here. I'm going to start off at the Shire. Get some avatars. Just thinking if I could play a tune. Maybe I'll learn the notes and... no, they don't seem to be corresponding specifically to anything. So yeah, I'm not going to immediately just buy all the cards. If nothing else, I don't need them. If I do drafts, if I play through the Battle Pass, I'll get a lot of the cards that I need. So, don't have this, for example. Did I not get any Dawn of a New Age? Sad. Got one of them in real life. No Boromirs. No Knights of the Keep. This guy. Saradoc. Do I know who that is? Gandalf. Well, let's go to the store, though, and buy some things that we can't get from playing. So I definitely want these, right? These lands are super cool. They're also super expensive for like not having any foiling or full art or anything along those lines. So I don't particularly care about the avatars, but I do quite like some of these as well. The full art lands. So that's what I'm saying. You have to pay for them if you want them. I think maybe I wait and see if a better land selection comes up from this one. If I wanted all of these and coins, what would that cost me? Probably most of it. I'm just going to get them all anyway. So coins are just the currency they dish out. I should get quite a few. But I do like the rings treatment on a lot of these cards. I'll be using them. You see me scrolling. Might as well spend all these coins on something. We're sitting on loads more. I just started spending them willy-nilly, but maybe I should have saved them for this. Oh, Magic Tom Bombadil. More. Definitely want some borderless lands. Yep. Give me everything. They're just cool. As far as fake pieces of cardboard can be cool. So that's all that. Schmeagle. That's cool. They're all cool. Ish. So I don't even have enough coins left for the basic lands, but I should have. But I'm not going to spend 5,000 gems on it, I'll tell you that much. But I should be able to rake in another 10,000 coins by playing. Hopefully before those go away. And we'll just keep an eye on the store, see if anything else tickles one's fancy. Come on now. Scroll. Fine. So we're kind of got what we want out of this. Daily deals. Nothing rings-like bundles. I've already bought out what I want from this. Don't really care about use. I should have. So let's go for my default. Do I now have a Lord of the Rings avatar? Yes, I do. Set that. Just double check I don't have any other choices. No, they're the only other ones to have for Lord of the Rings. So I am now Gandalf. What card sleeves do I have the choice of? Again, Lord of the Rings. Ooh, fancy. Didn't know I had that. That's pretty cool. What's this? I think that this one is the most interesting. Pets. I've got the One Ring, so I'll keep that. What was my other choice? I'm sure about something else. Let's have a look. You do anything fun? Oh, that's pretty. I'll just keep One Ring. Not that it does anything for me. Emotes. How odd. I've never, I never emote anyway, so I don't. Nice. Wait, can you change these? No. I have no idea what emotes do, so I don't care about that. Save changes, discard changes. I don't know what it does. 6. So let's have a look at what's happening on the. In play, I want Lord of the Rings Limited. So sealed Premier Draft. I should have some tokens. Got 5 draft tokens, 3 jump-in tokens. Traditional draft, traditional sealed. Let's do a jump-in. I'll spend a token on a jump-in. And then I pick. So jump-in, you just basically pick two sets, I think I'll go Shire. Let's go good guys first. So Shire, Wildshire, maybe Hordeshire. Don't Sauron Shire. Yeah, let's try that. See if we can't get something going with. This probably isn't good. So we basically pick 2 of the small theme decks. I'm not even going to look at them. You only need to get 1 win to get all the prizes you're going to get out of it, but it's fun to just see the cards and play against other people who are also playing with just Lord of the Rings cards. So, don't have many low drops. But maybe I don't need it in this. I will keep. Well, this is lovely, isn't it? Hanging out in Bag End. Some delicious second breakfasts. What does Strider do? Nah, it's not the most broken landfall mechanic I've ever seen. At least let the ring tempt me. I'm going to assume he's having to read all the cards as well. Hello. What's this? That doesn't look very Lord of the Ringsy. Is he playing non-Lord of the Rings jump in? I don't know. Stick with green. So this could hurt. Him getting 3 hits in is not good because he is an orc. So you'll get to draw cards or create treasure. His ramp's going to be decent. Yup. Of course, sacrificing himself means he doesn't have that ability anymore, but if he can drop something for 4, might end up being worth it. Who knows? Also worth noting, you're not going to get the most in-depth commentary from me on playing this. Tower creature draw. I don't have any creatures, so let's just drop a cheeky little farmer. Get me some foods. I'm not a particularly good Magic player. I find it's quite cool. Did I just stop the hits? What can I get down next? I can get you down, but you could always mass over the top of me. I think I will just block. Couple of food tokens. Help me get life back later in life. Right, so I will play Strider. All he needs to do is amass 1 to make it tough for me to block, but we'll live with that. So he's gone all out on that, so I think I kill Saruman. Yes, I feel like that is the best bet to do for the time being. So this cost me 3, and I pay the other 2 because he's more of a threat than these guys, and I might as well attack. Letting them through could be painful if they get bigger, but otherwise, target you control and up to one other target legendary do damage equal to the target you don't. So I can do the same again, really. Take out his orcs, and then I'm not in a huge amount of trouble. Yeah, this isn't so bad. What does this do? Ooh. What did he mill? No, I don't care. Don't really care either. So here I will drop that. I'll give him +1/+1. So I've got 6. I can drop you. Yeah, I think I'd drop you. And I want to just take his orcs down. Target creature you control. Submit 0. So I should have done that the other way around. But you'd have to amass 3 to get out of that, really. Oh no, that's sad. So I definitely should have done it the other way around. Very sad. Very, very sad. Because then I could have still killed them. With the bag end porter. So that was my own misplay. I knew it was a misplay. I could have cancelled and done it the other way around. I just didn't. Ah, rude. He is getting a little low on cards, but what he pulls should be useful. So that, I presume that's got the ring, does it? The ring tempts you, yes. So actually I couldn't block that anyway now. That's fine. So I guess I'll play you. What has he got? Gale, no. Do I guess I just have to race him? So you're a 5/5. Can get 3 life back from this, which I will do, but not immediately. I'll see what he does on his turn. Bringing back the farmer to chump block for a turn is not unreasonable. That's a sorcery. I thought it was instant. So of course has to be careful not to amass any more. Whoa, no mate. Draw 3 cards. It's huge. Still got 3 open mana. In theory. Pass the attackers. Sack off of food. So, do I assume that he's got something fancy? Both of these are equally fine, but... you can be my ring bearer. And now he's legendary himself, because the ring makes him legendary. Lifelink or indestructible. He went for indestructible. So he'll kill Strider. It's okay. It's going to be a struggle-ish for him, I guess. I can always bring Strider back with Revive the Shire, which might be the play. Cost 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can get him back out, which I'm... yeah. This guy's got Trample. What are you going to do with that 1 mana? Opt? Is Opt in this set? I don't know. Some scrying. Nothing, just might as well. Sometimes it's better just to do something, even if it doesn't, or do something that you would want to do on occasion, even though it doesn't do anything. 2 reasons. 1, so you won't forget in the future. 2, so your opponent isn't sure whether or not you do want to do something. What does he do? That's fine. Target horse. Is 3 treasure tokens relevant to the story? How much did... I guess it is, because the hobbits paid 3 times... Oh, that's brutal. The hobbits paid 3 times as much for his horse. He's in trouble... I'm in trouble too, though. How much mana have I got? 4, 5, 6. So if I do 4 here, I can get 3 life back from that. So let's do it this way. You may remain my ring bearer. Draw a card. Ooh, discard. Oh, jeez. I think I will discard Peregrine at this point. Next to blockers. Like, covering him out before a lot of my food generation stuff would be handy. I'm sure I've still got some, but it is what it is. Fine. Drop you, gain a life, and I'll still be able to gain 3 more life. So I should survive the turn. Got a blocker, which can block the Orc army, now that it's strength 4. But I do have to be careful of... What do I have to be careful of? Oh yeah, the instant pump. Yeah, that's tricky. Like, he's not attacking for the draw. I have to assume he's attacking to do something. I have to assume he can pump it. I just don't know if he can pump it enough. If I pass If I top deck something that lets me attack one of them. I think I just have to block and hope for the best. If he can amass at instant speed, I'm in trouble, but he may just have forgotten that he's +1 strength. He looks like he's hovering over some cards there. Ooh, I'll take that. Alright, alright. Fine with this. Okay, okay. Let me think. Timing wise, yeah, so I can drop you this time. Ring tempts me, so it's going to take me up to level 3. But I mean, my ring bearer kills anything on his side of the board anyway. Then we swing. Food's such a good mechanic in this set. Just keeps you alive. Ooh, I mean, do I really care? I don't suppose I'm going to really... No, you can go wait. Next to blocker, so it's to block with something. Probably it's a survivor. Or does he get the card draw for the Kingfisher? If I was a little lower on life... But, oh, you son of a gun. Alright, that's spice. I think I will... I don't think I'm in danger of dying, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop you, and I'm going to get... I think I return you to get that final... final ring tempting done. Very nice. Ooh, risky business. No, he's fine. Okay, got over. So, here's what I want. I want her to be my ring bearer. Or do I? So let's make him chump block. So he can't kill me, goes everything in, so he should probably... He might just let me through, to be honest. I'm out of cards. Next turn he comes in for 2 again. I guess I can, at this point, gain life fast. I can guarantee to deal it. Yeah? What, did something happen on Gandalf's death? No. Maybe he'll come back as Gandalf the White. Well, we're both now top decking. I'm further along on my ring mechanism. If I swing with the halfling, he might want to use both of these to kill me. Oh, you son of a gun. What a top deck. What a top deck. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah. Can't stop him, really. Could be in trouble now. That's a great card. Sure, here, let's just do that so the game stops asking me to do something. So we knew he was coming. So actually I can't stop him. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got to block at least one, so that takes it down to 7. Use my guy, fine. Wait, what? Can I not kill both? I think I can't counter anything anyway. He's got a ton of mana. This is fine. I mean, weird that he bothered, but cool. So you can get in for 3, 4, 5. And I can't really do anything about that. If creature will untap. So you can get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, but you can't swing for 7. In fact, he could only really still swing for 5. No, no. Don't do it. Problem is the card you draw is the card you have to discard. Pass to blockers. Just in case I've woefully miscounted something. And then that's game, right? He could have survived another turn, like just to see what was coming out. He had a lot of answers to my fairly medium-sized creatures. For a man that good gamed me, I feel like you're milking this one. No cards, no abilities. I don't know what you're planning on doing here. Let's click the ring. Ooh, let's click the pushcart. Very good, very nice. Fun! Let's see what card we get for winning. Could be anything, doesn't have to be Lord of the Rings card, I don't think. Flame. Oh, did I get a card? Oh no, claim. There we go. And we get... Yes, Lord of the Rings card. So I can keep this deck, it was fine. I'm going to play it another time or two. See what's in my mailbox. Thanks for signing up for email. When? Patch notes. Yeah, okay. Fancy. No, I like my Frodo ones, or my Bilbo ones. I forget what it was. Cool, so that is that. So that's packs open. I'll be doing drafts. I will still be playing Lord of the Rings LCG. And yeah, I'll still be going through the saga. I'll also, maybe I'll do a real life pack crack slightly faster than before. I do have a collector's box coming. Do I open it? Do I risk finding the One Ring, you know, or I'm better off just selling it at this point and assuming that they put the One Ring in the gift boxes. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that's it for just now. Until next time, this is Rings Check signing off.